Hello, welcome back to Autopedia. Today we're making a van, Ford Transit, Citroen, something, whatever, cargo van. It's not that fast. It's kind of fun. It's kind of big. Let's see how we got to it. Moving my mouse around because I was trying to kill time and just talk at the beginning, but it was so difficult, and then I think I'd give myself too much time. Mausoleum OG Genau led me to Indonesia, which then leads me to, I think, transport, which leads me to, like, minivans and, like, rickshaws and stuff like that. Just, like, taxis and, I don't know. Do they have Uber in Indonesia? Do they do Uber rickshaws? Anyway, I'm going to go through, somewhere in here, I click, yeah, share taxis, I think. Because there's this awesome van that pops up. This hilarious, wait till you see it. Hold on. And there it is. Look at that thing. I had to take a double take. I didn't even believe it was real. So I look down, and there's, like, vehicle types where it kind of explains everything, and I can pick, like, oh, do I go station wagon? Do I go minivan? But it's like, you know what? I saw that little van, and I decided I'd go with minivan or mini trucks or whatever the hell these things are called. Anyway, I go with, forget that blue one. Fuck that thing. That thing's ugly as hell. So I go for these Ford Transit and Citroen whatever vans. So yeah, I decide, you know what, this yellow thing, look at that thing. It says bus right on it. It's great. So I decide, I go into automation, and I got to pick, like, the European style van, real easy. There's only one, so I just pick it, and I go with it. As far as, like, material and, like, stuff like that goes, super basic. I kind of built this as, like, the bottom line entry-level van. Like, if you were to buy this van from the factory, it would be, like, no options at all. This is my cargo van that I move fucking couches in. So I decided to do that. I went with a inline four turbo. Kind of like an EcoBoost. I know that there's no EcoBoost 4-cylinder, but I kind of went with that because, you know what, if I put a V6 turbo in this thing, it would completely destroy my leaderboard, and so fuck that. We're going to go kind of slow. We're going to keep 154. It's going to be laggy. It's going to be heavy. It's going to be a good time. So putting all this on, I'll go with the drum brakes in the back. Holy shit, what a mistake. This thing was impossible to stop. Going through, I do, utility suspension, like gas monotube and that kind of stuff. I don't know, I feel like gas monotube's kind of like the basic standard suspension. Anything less than that's kind of hilarious to put on a car. So you can see here, power and torque, 152 at 183. Boost comes on at 2500, and it peaks. Oh my god. It's like night and day. You start off, if you're going real slow, like under 2,500 RPM, and then it hits 25, it'll spin the wheels. It's hilarious. The actual body shape, the windshield was too high up. It looked way too American at the beginning. I'm going through and morphing in. I don't realize this, of course, because I'm morphing all the back. That weird brake light thing is fun, too. So I raked the windshield down a little bit, just to make it look more European. Oh, God, did you see that boxy look? Holy crap, that is way too Dodge. So I go through, I rake the windshield back. It kind of looks super European. I went with cargo van instead of minibus just because, again, I wanted super lightweight, super bottom of the barrel, whatever van. Go through, add a little bit of blue to the white just to make it not look so, I don't know, eye-piercingly white. And then, of course, I paint it pink right after saying that. Go figure. I wanted the bumpers to be plastic because, you know, again, bottom of the line. Holy crap. I go through, picking my headlights. I wanted to do something real modern. I wanted to make it look like a 2008 something or another, but I didn't end up doing that just because it kind of looked ugly no matter what I did. All these headlights look like shit, so I basically swap them out for like a face-looking one. Like, look at that thing. Jeez, that looked like a Mitsubishi fucking Evo. That looked real sad. The grill, I was never happy with. I just wasn't. I kept changing it. At the very end, when I finally got a grill I liked, I was happy with it, but it took me a while to get there. Look at that. Look like every Ford vehicle out there. Did you see that? Like Aston Martin ripoff thing that they started doing. I put these headlights on. They look like huge eyeballs. I liked the way they curved around the hood there, so I kept them on. I tried this super European, weird, tiny little grill with like the little accents, and that looked fucking ridiculous. Eventually, I put this on, and it looks like a fucking anime goddamn happy face, so that was all right. I decided to go around. I changed that later. Brake lights, super easy. Where do they go? The brake light part. Where else do you put them? I went like a double wide third brake light up on top just to make it really sell the utility. Put the front turn signal on the front. Most cars have that. Not a lot of people notice it because it kind of blends really into the bodywork. But now that I've said that, you'll notice it all the time. You'll look at cars on the street and you'll see little tiny signals. Unless they have them on the front, like turn signal, so you can see it from the front and the side, they usually have that. Mirrors, I went with these, but they didn't really fit the style. It kind of looked way too rustic. It kind of made it look like a 90s van, and I kind of wanted to go for like a 2008. Didn't end up looking, it kind of looked like a 2002 van, kind of that era. But, I don't know. Antenna poking right at the top because it's adorable like that. Door handles, I hate. I hated doing the door handles. They all look like shit. These are kind of the best ones, but they still kind of look funky. Put the camshaft on because I don't know what to do with license plates anymore, so camshaft will do. Again, messing with the grill. Too much like a smiley face. As hilarious as it is, I can't have that. So I put my badges on, of course, because, you know, I got to represent. Rims, steel rims, that's fine. I put on exhaust, just super small. I don't know why they have the exhaust molded into the body. Like, what car has that isn't like a fucking 25,000 supercar? Like, why do they have that? Rear wipers, I have front wipers, so what? Sue me, they look great. Put the lock on the back because, you know, maybe it's in a sketchy area. You gotta lock your shit in. Who knows? 2-man in a van. I gotta lock up. I go through mud flaps. Fuck the mud flaps. Took me forever to finally get them into a nice spot. The rear ones, kind of easier. I don't know why. They just kind of stuck on better. And so I was happy with that. And then I go to the front mud flaps. And there is no way to get them on nicely. I wish that there was a mod for this game where I could move them precisely with like an X and Y slider, but there isn't. I don't have anything of the sort. I just decided to put a piece of plastic body trim on the side just because it kind of adds some complexity to it so it doesn't just look like a big white wall when you're driving down the road. Again, back to the grill. I do some funky stuff here because I'm not happy with it. I decided to go in, I get rid of that, I do these weird little things. That looks super weird to me. It kind of looks like a nostrils, I don't know. So I put the license plate up there just because I don't want to delete it and re-put it on. I decided to go with like that weird bottom grill that modern cars have, but I put it on the van and it looked good. I thought I was just going to run with this bottom grill, but I was like, you know what, maybe I can add just a little bit of accents here, and I did, and I was like, hold on. Okay, this looks good. Do 2 small grills, 1 body panel in the middle separating them. Looks great. Get rid of the weird blushy turn signals and go for these LED ones because they're thinner and less pronounced. Bring the headlights down and bam. That looks great. That looks like every European van on the planet. Unfortunately, I decided to change my headlights again because, again, I wanted 2008 look. I don't know why, but I go through, I try them all out. That actually looked okay, but I don't know. I wasn't really feeling it at the time, I guess, and I really wanted to do them vertically for some reason. Again, that looked all right, except for I made them too big and stretchy and looked weird. Put these back on. They look the best. They honestly do. I put the big bubble turn signals in the lights to kind of make it so that it does seem like... I guess I could have got rid of those LED ones anyway, but anyway, they're there. Final product looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. It looks like a van, but it also looks, you know, realistic. It doesn't look crazy out of proportion. It looks like something that could actually exist, especially with the antenna that pokes way up at the front. God, I love that. It looks stupid as hell. All right, lap time. This thing's heavy. This thing doesn't turn. This thing doesn't stop. And then when you hit over 2,500 RPM, you get 0.6 pounds of boost, and it goes. So there's way too much speed, not enough turning. Made the lap time kind of difficult. I was thinking, I like this track because it's got a lot of different pieces to it, but I kind of want to change track. Like, it's a lot of work now because I do like 3 of these videos at a time and then do the audio, all 4 of them at the same time, so I kind of have a lot of these videos piled up on this track, and I'm starting to hate this track. It is too finicky. All the little hills cause me to spin out in any rear-wheel drive car. All the lamp posts, all the little curbs, like, it kind of sucks. I want to go to like an actual racetrack, so I might do like an update video where I do like, oh, these are all the lap times that I got on my new track that I'm changing to. So I went for that. I'm probably going to do that in the future, but after the next couple, 3 or 4 cars. I got some hilarious cars coming up too. Holy crap. So this van, getting it up to speed, not hard. Look at that. I'm almost at 100 kilometers an hour going around this corner. Terrifying corner, by the way. Holy crap. I had to like turn in real early, almost hit that sign. Oof. For a van that's this long, it kind of, when it's moving, it turns all right. But when it's doing any sort of slow cornering, it sucks. Like this. Like, look at that crap. I can't even take the corner. I'm full lock. I go up here. Again, hate this track now. Like, I used to love it when I was doing the first couple of videos, but now I've done so many laps on it that it's just like, ugh, this is so much little... Okay, it's so finicky that I can't really get an absolute perfect lap on it, right? Like, it takes me 2.5 minutes to get around the track. I mess up last corner so many times, and it's just taking forever to do these test videos. So I get one good lap, and I'm like, you know what? That'll do. Send it, post it, whatever. Don't want to do that anymore. I kind of want to get like 10 laps that I completed in before I do like, oh, this was my best time of these average laps. And I can't do that on a track that's this complex. Also, this last hill, every car sucks going up it. I don't know. Also, it's a lot of uphill, so underpowered cars really don't have an advantage. Like the 4C Wii probably would get a pretty decent lap time on a normal track, but on this it doesn't. 211, slower than the Caddyshack. Surprising. That Caddyshack had so much power, but I'm pretty sure it weighed more than this cargo van, which is kind of hilarious. Again, 4C Wii 219. I think if we had a flat course, it could actually like put its power down and not have to climb so many hills, and it might get a better lap time. So I'll probably do an update video in the future, but for right now, this will do. Thanks for watching.